Morning, ladies and gentlemen. But what is it to talk about women empowerment? You will remember that we've had international and national conferences on women empowerment. We have ratified a number of conventions as a country to say we will do away with gender discrimination. We even establish commissions that has to make sure that there is equality amongst all genders in South Africa. So my issue is, if we are to talk about this, what else should we say? My colleague turned to me with a kind of a funny face and said to me, Dikago, if you believe everything has been said and done about women empowerment, then why do we still have many women, including myself, she was referring to herself, with only their feet in the door, but still standing outside in the cold? I said to her, hey sister, that's big English, can you unpack it for me? And she did. After that long discussion, ladies and gentlemen, I realized that this struggle is actually just beginning. We are nowhere closer to where we want to be. The truth is that women empowerment is not a demographic employee count. I mean, if you go into companies, when they talk about women empowerment, they look at employee numbers and positions that they occupy. And that is really not women empowerment. No, it is about changing the business narrative to make it easier or more accommodative to employ females at senior positions, or even to bring in more female entrepreneurs. And some companies believe having one or two of them inside a company with a contract worth 10,000, then we are empowering women. That is not what women empowerment is about. Women empowerment is supposed to be a way of working together, an organizational and societal culture that simply recognizes the business value of and the worth that women can add to the socio-economic development of any country. It's not a favor, ladies, that we should be included in activities to develop our country. Notwithstanding my friend's disillusion that she's still standing in the cold, we need to acknowledge that some progress has been made. A little over a decade ago, we were living in a time where it was still technically illegal for a woman to go underground in any South African mine, either as a worker or a business person. Currently, the number of women in core mining positions and business activities is gradually increasing. Some companies have even upgraded their mining environment to support women in a more practical way. We cannot continue to treat women empowerment as an academic subject. Hence, when we discussed my speech, I said, I would want us to start conversing. I would want us to start having honest conversations amongst each other and with our daughters on what really women empowerment means to each one of us. Some time ago, I worked for an organization as their provincial manager. My province, Northwest, was for 5 years in succession the best performing in all areas of expectation. At that time, I compared my remuneration to other women my age. I think I was around 30. And I really felt very rich and abundantly blessed. Little did I know that I was actually earning a fraction of what my colleagues, which were 6 men and 2 white females, were getting at the time. When we sign contracts, we've been told salaries are confidential. So I moved from the government sector. I got this promotion and I was earning 2 times more than what I got in government. A new manager was appointed after 2 years, when I joined the company, and he realized that there is an abnormality in our salary and remuneration packages. He procured a consulting firm to review all our jobs with the objective of ensuring that we all get equal pay for the same work. My male colleague stood up in that session and said to the facilitator, "You can argue till your face turn blue. I will never earn the same salary as Dikago." That was painful, ladies and gentlemen, because that was personal. I kept on asking myself, this room is full. Why is he picking up on me? I only then realized that I was the only black female in that team. He threatened to resign if my pay gets to the same level as his. And because the company felt they needed him, they said, "No, guys, we cannot continue with this exercise. Go back to your offices and continue as usual." Then, for me, it was welcome to the real world where women are not empowered and are discriminated against. What if, ladies, what if I'm a woman who believes that no amount of money or success can take the place of time that I spend with my family? What if I'm content with what I've got because I also believe that money and power are roots of all evil? What then? My view is that we should not even be asking ourselves these questions because men are never asked these questions. If a man decides to be a clerk for the rest of his life because he wants to drive his kids to school and back every day, that is acceptable. But if you as a woman choose to refuse that position because you'd rather spend time with your kids, it becomes a big deal. The complication with us women is that if I make a choice to empower myself or to be empowered to a certain limit which I'm comfortable with, then I compromise the opportunity for young women who are coming after me. You get comments in the workplace to see, you see these women, they go nyere women empowerment. When you want to promote them, they tell you about their 6 months, their old babies and stuff. We're tired of these women, they can go jump. I'm no longer even talking to them. But if I make that choice, it means Ole, the young lady, will never get an opportunity because she will be referred to Dikago, who refused to move up the ladder. That should not be the case, ladies and gentlemen. Given the realities around us as women, our natural makeup, our build, our strength and levels of resistance, we should be able to make our empowerment choices and levels without any fear of further discrimination. By definition, women empowerment means increasing and improving the social, economic, political and legal strength of women in order to make them confident enough to claim their rights and make their own choices. I dare you to go back and demand programs that will advance your education, training and professional development. But have you ever seen an environment where an underqualified and unprepared male is offered a very senior position? Before the manager even say position, he's jumping up and down. "Yes, sir, I'm ready. I will do it now. I've been waiting. I've been a CEO in waiting. I will never disappoint you. Trust me, I've got this." On the other side, there comes the overqualified and over-prepared Sylvia. What does she say? She starts with an ish. Menier, I'm not sure. What will people say? James have been here far more longer than myself. Hey, I have to sleep over it for a week. Can I come back to you? I'll consider. Much as we want this thing called women empowerment, what are our weaknesses that are actually standing on our way? Have an honest conversation about how far you want to be empowered and make that choice decisively. If I choose to remain a clerk for the rest of my life, it's my choice. It's uncomfortable. But if Dineo chooses to progress her career, she should be given a chance, not being referred to what Dikago did. The last day that I give you is go back and demand the implementation of business development and supply chain policies and practices. You can come to my office, madam, and make this last demand, 2 o'clock today. I mean, I have a Muslim friend who always quotes the Quran by saying, my dear, seek knowledge from cradle to grave. If you want to succeed in business, ladies, learn the trade. Identify mentors and role models who can assist you in gaining confidence and self-assurance. In conclusion, Madam Program Director, there is no doubt in my mind that given an opportunity, women make good leaders, both in business and in the workplace. All we need to do is stay true to ourselves and capitalize on our strengths. We don't have to change, ladies. We don't have to smoke so that we've got those heavy voices that when we talk, everybody, we will shiver. We need to remain who we are. All we need to do is to aggressively attack this monster which continuously holds us back. The monster I'm talking about is confidence that we sometimes lack. While underqualified and unprepared men leap forward and grab opportunities, overqualified and overprepared women hide in their shadows, doubting their abilities and holding themselves to impossible standards of perfection. I hope one day that South Africa will wake up to the truth of an African saying that says, when women do well, society also do well. A male leader will take you where you want to go, but a woman leader will definitely take you where you ought to be. I therefore say to you ladies, dear sisters, never underestimate what you are capable of. Thank you.